Hello, welcome to MBK Study. In this video, I am going to explain you about condensation and its process, humidity, dew and fog, and boiling and its process. Without delay, let's start the topic. Place a glass tumbler on the table. Pour cold water up to half of its height. What do you observe on the surface of tumbler? Water droplets. Why do water droplets form on the outside of the glass? Let us understand. We know that the temperature of surrounding air is higher than the temperature of cold water. Air contains water molecules in the form of vapor. When water molecules of air during their motion strike the surface of glass tumbler which is cool, they lose their kinetic energy, which lowers their temperature and they get converted into water droplets. The energy lost by water molecules in air is gained by the molecules of glass tumbler. Hence, the average kinetic energy of the glass molecules increases. In turn, the energy is transferred from glass molecules to the water molecules in the glass. In this way, the average kinetic energy of molecules in the tumbler rises. Hence, we can conclude that the temperature of water in the glass increases. So this process is called condensation. So in short, the condensation can be defined as the phase change from gas to liquid, and this condensation is a warming process. Let us examine a situation for condensation. You will feel warm after you finish your bath under the shower on a hot day. Why? Because in the bathroom, the number of molecules per unit volume is greater than the number of molecules per unit volume outside the bathroom. When you dry yourself with a towel, the vapor molecules surrounding you condense on your skin, and this condensation makes you feel warm. Let's see humidity. So water molecules is always present in air. This water vapor may come from evaporation of water from the surface of rivers, lakes, ponds, and from drying of wet clothes, sweat, and so on. The presence of water molecule in air is said to make the atmosphere humid. So what is humidity? Humidity is nothing but the amount of water vapor present in air is called humidity. Let's see dew. In early morning during winter, you might have noticed that water droplets form on window panes, flowers, grass, and leaves, etc. How are these water droplets formed? Let us find out. During winter nights, the atmospheric temperature goes down. The surfaces of window panes, flowers, grass, and leaves, etc. become still colder. The air near them becomes saturated with vapor and condensation begins. So the water droplets condense on surfaces are known as dew. Now let's see what is fog. If the temperature falls further, the whole atmosphere in that region contains a large amount of vapor. So, the water molecules present in air condense on the dust particles in air and form small droplets of water. These droplets keep floating in air and form a thick mist which restricts visibility. This thick mist is called fog. Boiling and its process. Take a beaker of water, keep it on the burner. Note the readings of thermometer for every 2 minutes. Does the temperature of rise continuously? Yes. When does the rise in temperature of water stops? You will notice that the temperature of water rises continuously till reaches 100 degrees Celsius. Beyond 100 degrees Celsius, no further rise of temperature water is seen. At 100 degrees Celsius, though supply of heat continues, the temperature does not increase further. We also observe a lot of bubbles at the surface of water at 100 degrees Celsius. This is what we call boiling of water. Why does this happen? We know that water is a solution. There are many impurities dissolved in it, including some gases. When water or any liquid is heated, the solubility of gases it contains reduces. As a result, bubbles of gas are formed in the liquid at the bottom and on walls of the vessel. Evaporation water molecules from the surrounding causes these bubbles to become filled with saturated vapor, whose pressure increases as we increase the temperature of liquid by heating. At a certain temperature, the pressure of the saturated vapor inside bubble becomes equal to pressure exerted on the bubbles from the outside. It means it is equal to atmospheric pressure. As a result, these bubbles rise rapidly to the surface and collapse at the surface, releasing vapor present in bubbles into air at the surface. This process of converting liquid into vapor gas continues as long as you supply heat. This appears as boiling of water for us. So boiling is nothing but a process in which the liquid phase changes to gaseous phase at a constant, that is 100 degrees Celsius, at a given pressure. So the temperature, this temperature at which the boiling starts, that point we are calling it as a boiling point, or simply we can say this temperature is called boiling point of the liquid. Are the process of evaporation and boiling the same? Let's see. Evaporation, boiling. Evaporation, it takes place at any temperature. Boiling, it takes at definite temperature, that is 100 degrees Celsius. Evaporation is a surface phenomena. Boiling, it is a bulk phenomena. It means it takes place in greater quantity. Evaporation depends on surface area, wind speed, humidity, but boiling depends on atmospheric pressure. Notice that while heating the water in the beaker, the temperature of water rises continuously till it reaches 100 degrees Celsius. But once boiling got started, no further rise of temperature is seen, though supply of heat continues. Here the question is, where does the heat energy supplied go? This heat energy is used to change the state of liquid to vapor, that is gas. Is called, that heat energy we are calling it as latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat means hidden heat, which cannot be seen. And definition of latent heat of vaporization is the heat energy required to change 1 gram of liquid to gas at constant temperature, that is 100 degrees Celsius, is known as latent heat of vaporization. Explanation: considered a mass of the water m and heat energy supplied to that liquid is q. Then latent heat of vaporization can be written as LV is equal to q by m. Its units of latent heat of vaporization: CGS system and SI system. In CGS system, its unit is calorie per gram, and SI system, its unit is joule per kg. Latent heat of vaporization of water is 540 calorie per gram. I hope students, you must have liked this video. If so, please like this video and share it with all your friends. Tell us how you like this video by writing it in the comment box. And if you have not subscribed to MBK Study channel yet, please subscribe to it and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any of the videos that follow. Thank you.